Well, hello! Welcome back to my channel. Shoshana here to talk about some friggin' goals and checking in on those goals. I was gonna do these in like separate things, but I don't think I would have enough to say about each thing to make it like a whole video. We'll see. Watch this end up being like 45 fucking minutes and I have to edit it down. I don't think so though. But I want to go over my reading challenge and how I'm doing on that, the one I have in Storygraph, my owned unread books and getting that down, see how we're doing there, my series that I'm in the middle of, have I completed any, DNF'd any, etc. I had a little list of books to prioritize by April that I don't think I talked about anywhere, but it was just something I had, mostly just anticipated releases from 2021. And then also my budget, which was one of my goals. Whoopsie daisy. My actual goals that I think I talked about in a video were to read 30 books that I already owned, so part of the owned unread. To read more nonfiction and historical fiction. I have done a little bit of that already, so that's cool. Book budget of $500. We'll get into that. Complete at least 5 series. Check that out. And then to read from more authors of color. That's kind of always a goal. But yeah, let's check it out. Let's look at my challenge first. I will check there. I know I have completed 2. And one book I took off because I DNF'd it. And you can't, like in Storygraph, if I DNF a book, it doesn't count it as the prompt being complete for the challenge. So I had to just delete it. And that was Siren Queen. So I did pick that up and start it, but I DNF'd it. So technically 3 prompts, I guess. But then I have For the Wolf, I'm in the middle of. That is on my reading challenge. So I will have that one completed soon. So I will officially have 3 prompts completed. And I do also have House of Sky and Breath on here, which I am also in the middle of. So again, I will actually have 4 prompts completed. Currently, I have completed the Gilded Ones. So that prompt is done. And then also Monstrous Volume 6. That was one that I had. So those are the 2 that I have completed. But I think I'm doing pretty good on this so far. Yeah, because then Kushiel's Avatar, that's the 3rd book in that series. I've read the first 2 now, so should have that one done pretty quick. And a lot of the other ones are like anticipated releases. The Final Strife, I have an e-arc for, so I can start that soon, hopefully. So yeah, I think I'm doing okay for it being March, and I have 2 officially completed, and I will soon have 4 officially completed out of 19. So that's not bad. I'm happy with that. That's fine. Reading 30 books I already own. So let me pull that up here. And I have this tab on my graph, which I'll try to take a screenshot and put up here for you. You know me and my graphs, my sheets. So yeah, this is a list at the end of 2021. I took my Book Buddy app and I exported all of my not finished books on there, and I popped that in here. And I just left in the title, the author, and the year published, just in case I cared about that. And then I did these columns of read, DNF'd, or unhauled with little check boxes. And then over here on the right, I put in little formulas and whatnot. So it keeps track anytime I check something off as read, it keeps track over here. And same with DNF. And it does the math. It does the percentages, right? Then for not touched, it is another formula. And then for picked up, that's another formula. So picked up means like I picked it up and made an attempt, whether I DNF'd it or I just unhauled it. But yeah, so that's the total of the ones up above. Anyways, so we can see I've made a little bit of progress, you know? Again, for it being March, it's like March 15th right now while I'm doing this. I'm okay with this. I'm happy with this. I have fully read 8 of them, and I have DNF'd 1 and then just unhauled 1. So I'm not mad at that. Almost 10% I have at least picked up. So I'm well on my way to reading 30 of them. And several of them I know like are on my list to read soon, like all these Michael J. Sullivans. I'm going to get to those, like Kushiel's Avatar. I know I'm going to get to that. Like there's various ones that are on other like goals or reading challenges, so I know I'm going to get to them. We'll see if I get to 30, but yeah. Because this is not counting new books I have bought this year. This is just all the owned books I had at the end of 2021. So anyway, I'm happy with that though. And then my series. So, okay. I have my series I'm in the middle of. I have, and it's like a whole thing. I've shown this before. And then I have series I want to start, and then scroll on down. So for 2022, I have not completed any series yet. I have decided to DNF 2. The Fortuna Sworn series, I'm not going to continue on with that. And then Song of Wraiths and Ruin, it was just a duology, but I just don't care anymore. So I'm not going to read the second one. And then, yeah, I have not completed any yet. But I think I should be, yeah, the Phaedra trilogy I'll finish soon, for sure. Well, a lot of these, though, I can't because they're not fully published. Yeah, the ones that are fully published, like, I gotta get to these. The Phaedra one I should be able to. Patternist I might be able to. But, like, Immortals After Dark and The Psy Changeling, ain't no way in hell I'm gonna complete those series this year. Cemetery of Forgotten Books, I should be able to, but I do need to reread the first 3. So that's one that's like, okay. Charlie Travesty isn't super long, so I should be able to finish those 2. Those are all like novellas. Yeah, we'll see. We shall see. Because then like Rhyria Chronicles is down here under series I want to start, but I should finish that this year. So there's that. I'm not feeling quite as great about that progress, but it's fine. And then the ones I had to prioritize by April, again, that were like anticipated releases from last year. And these are all on my reading challenge in Storygraph. The Black Coast, The Bone Maker, The Forever Sea, and For the Wolf. And again, I'm already in the middle of For the Wolf. I did have Fortuna Sworn 3, but I've decided to DNF that, so I have that crossed off. But yeah, I should get to these by April. We'll see. I don't know. And then my budgets. So my budget goal was $500 for the year, right? And I have, well, okay. I'll say what I've spent, but then I'll give the caveat. I've spent $628 on book purchases this year. However, though, I will say that I got like a random payout from my previous job for something, whatever, stock shit. And I did take some of that to pay for my pre-orders that I pre-ordered throughout the for the rest of the year. And that was about $200. So there's that. But those, I'm like, I definitely would have spent that money anyway, just maybe not all at once like I did. Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, I'll count that. But then I did also receive a little bit of money, not a lot, but a little bit of money from refinancing my house. And I took $200 of that and just went to Barnes & Noble and went ham. So that, I'm like, I wouldn't have spent that money if I didn't get that. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, does that count? But it's still money I spent on books. But like, I wouldn't have, you know what, I don't, do I count that in my budget? Try to justify this. But even if I take that out, I'm still already at 428 and my goal was 500. So, oh God. Not doing great with that, but that is also, like I've said, more just a thing to like keep myself a little bit in check. Not necessarily because I'm going to go broke, because I'm never going to be that irresponsible, but more so just so I don't get too many unread books on my shelves again. Like, I don't need to have I'm good right now. I have like 100 or so, which I know isn't like a crazy amount for a lot of booktubers, but I don't want to get like 300 books that I haven't read on my shelves. So I'm okay with it, but I do need to like maybe keep it in check a little bit. Oh, God. But yeah, there we go. Like I already said, I have already been reading, some more historical fiction. I've read a little bit of nonfiction already, not a ton, but a little. And then reading from more authors of color. It's kind of something I'm always doing. So yeah, I'm not too mad at my goals for now. The series one I need to kind of check out and work a little harder on maybe. And then the budget I need to be careful of. It's fine. Oh, Lord. But the rest of it I'm pretty happy with. That is all for now. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already and you feel so inclined. Leave a little emoji if you just want to say hello and make your presence known. As always, thank you so much for your time. Hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.